Before the 1930s, diamonds were genuinely rare and held mostly by European royalty and the ultra-wealthy. But by the late 19th century, massive diamond deposits were discovered in South Africa, so massive that they threatened to collapse the entire market. When something goes from scarce to abundant, it's price craters. That's basic economics. Enter Cecil Rhodes, a British businessman who bought up every South African mine he could find and merged them into a single company, De Beers Consolidated Mines. His goal was simple: control the entire global supply of diamonds and drip-feed them to the market to keep prices artificially high. A cartel, in plain terms. By the early 20th century, De Beers controlled roughly 90% of the world's rough diamond supply. But controlling supply wasn't enough. They needed to control desire. In the 1930s, diamond sales were collapsing. The Great Depression had crushed luxury spending, and, crucially, there was no cultural reason to buy a diamond. Engagement rings existed, but they were typically set with rubies, sapphires, or emeralds. A diamond ring was not a romantic tradition. It was just one option among many. De Beers went to the New York advertising agency N.W. Ayer & Son with a brief that was essentially, "Make Americans need diamonds." What followed was arguably the most audacious piece of cultural engineering in commercial history. N.W. Ayer's strategy wasn't to run ads. It was to manufacture a social norm. They did this through several moves simultaneously. 1. Hollywood placement. They convinced major film studios to feature diamonds in romantic scenes. Leading men gave diamonds to leading women. Glamour and diamonds became synonymous on screen, and then off it. 2. Celebrity seeding. They sent diamonds to celebrities, socialites, and royalty, ensuring that every time a famous engagement was reported in the press, a diamond ring was part of the story. 3. Press manipulation. They wrote detailed educational articles about diamonds, the 4 C's, cut, clarity, color, carat, and placed them in newspapers as editorial content. They were training people how to evaluate a product they didn't yet know they needed. 4. The size narrative. They pushed the idea that the size of the diamond reflected the depth of a man's love. Spending 2 months' salary wasn't a purchase, it was proof of devotion. This single idea converted what should have been a financial decision into an emotional one, making price comparison almost shameful. In 1947, a copywriter named Francis Garrity, working late, exhausted, almost giving up, scribbled 4 words on a notepad: "A diamond is forever." De Beers adopted it immediately. Advertising Age later named it the greatest advertising slogan of the 20th century. The genius of it was almost sinister. The message wasn't just, "Diamonds are beautiful." It was, "Diamonds should never be resold." If a diamond is forever, you don't sell it when you divorce, when you're broke, when you inherit one. You keep it. You never put it back on the market. This single line protected De Beers' artificial scarcity model by psychologically preventing a second-hand diamond market from ever forming. If pre-owned diamonds flooded the market, prices would collapse. "A diamond is forever" made reselling a diamond feel vaguely disloyal to love itself. The De Beers campaign is studied in business schools not just as marketing, but as a case study in manufacturing desire, controlling culture, and weaponizing emotion against rational decision-making. They didn't sell a product. They sold a ritual, a proof of love, a forever. And they made an entire planet pay a massive premium for a compressed carbon stone that, without their interference, would have been priced roughly like a semi-precious gemstone. The 4 words Francis Garrity wrote on that notepad didn't just sell diamonds. They made people feel that not buying one meant loving someone a little less.